Hey, what's up, guys? My name is George McPherson.
And my name is Christy McPherson.
And guys, so few days ago, we reached out to people and asked them because we're real estate investors and we also, or we do credit consultation as well. So with that, we reach out to people as far as who want to buy a home within the next year.
Yes, and you had such a great response. A lot of people are like, yes, I want to buy a house. I never owned a house. Or, they want to get into the real estate game. So today we came up with 5 tips to start saving for that new home.
Yep. So number 1 tip is going to be create a budget, guys. So you have to create a budget and stick to it. So that means that you could do cash, and I would recommend cash. Hey, what's up, guys that come in on Instagram? Luke and I can't say that name, buddy. Something fast. But, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining us. So we're talking about 5 tips on how you can start saving for your home. And being an investor and being somebody that helps people with credit as credit repair specialists, we help people as well. And tip number 1 would be to create a budget, right? Create a budget and stick to that budget, okay? Make sure you stick to that budget and use cash, because why? When you use credit cards, you walk around and you swipe that credit card, you have no feeling because you're not seeing the money.
Yes.
But when you have cash, it's a little bit more difficult
to let that
money go because you say, man, I'll work hard for this.
Yes.
But when you have a card that you're swiping I have a card, let me swipe, then you're gonna overspend eventually. Okay, so tip number 1 is make sure you budget and use cash.
Yes. So tip number 2 is to trim unnecessary expenses, guys. I need you guys to sit down and analyze, what do you have, what bills are you what are you paying on right now? Is cable a necessity nowadays?
Yep.
I don't think so.
We haven't had cable in
years.
In over 5 years.
Exactly. Why? Because we have the stick, and there's internet, and there's other ways.
I used to have
watch TV live.
Verizon Fios was the last one we had. So we had Verizon Fios a long time ago, and cable bill, cable phone, internet, and a lot of us get packages that we don't even need.
Yes.
And a lot of us have phone, cable, and internet because it's cheaper to have. So let me get all 3, and you don't even know your phone number. You get what I'm saying? And we didn't. We have phone, internet, and cable, and we didn't even know our phone number. Why? We didn't even have a phone plugged in, right? So these are things that you could cut unnecessary spending. When we was saving for a house, I used to go to work, and they're always going out to eat for lunch, and they'll go across the street, and they'll spend $10, $14, $20 for a meal for lunch. Now think about it. If you spend $10 a day, that's $300 a month that you're spending.
Yeah.
You know what I was doing when I was building, when we was buying our dream home, when we were building our dream home? I was eating Roman noodles. I used to bring them Roman noodles that you buy at Walmart. I used to bring them at work, and I used to eat those. Not that I didn't have the money, but I cut unnecessary spending where I see fit.
Yes, and I stopped doing my nails. So those, doing your nails.
I didn't get a haircut for a while. A while.
But seriously, you have to make those necessary sacrifices. That's going to show you how determined you are into getting that home within the next year. But even your cell phone. A lot of people are paying up to $100 on a cell phone bill. That's crazy for an individual. Pull your stuff together. Maybe get on a family plan or go to Metro.
Yeah, and
you make that sacrifice.
Get a prepaid. Shit. Get a prepaid. Use the minutes that but there's different stuff, guys. I see people that spend $100 for a single phone bill. That's ridiculous nowadays. When you could gather together and you get on a family plan, or you go to, like I said, go to Metro, you pay $40, unlimited, whatever you want. All right? So number 3 is stay committed, guys. Stay committed and be realistic. And when I say stay committed, is if you say you want something, then stick to it, okay?
Exactly. And it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. That task is not easy because you're going to want to hang out with your friends. You're going to want to go spend money. You want to go on vacations. You're going to want to do everything. Trust me, when you're starting to save, everything is going to come at you. But you got to be disciplined, and you got to be strong enough to tell people, no, I'm sorry. Say no. You can't go out this weekend.
Hey, Wes. Hey, Babs. Hey, Harriet. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us. So we're talking about 5 tips on how you can save
For your new home.
for your new home. So, you know, number 3 is just stay committed and be realistic. If you want it, you can achieve it. Okay, just remember that. Now, tip number 4 is that you analyze what you're spending.
Each month, not
Again,
at the end of the year.
Analyze what you're spending each month. Okay.
So when the month ends, you pull out, you know, maybe your statements, and you look and see what you're actually spending that money on. You know, what can you cut at that time? But it's very important because you have to have that accountability partner. So you guys know I love my makeup and I like playing and stuff, but I may go shopping or do something, and my husband be like, "Really?
Nah.
Do you need that?
Nah,
you
you
know?
don't need it."
Exactly.
Nah,
and he loves
this,
his nice suit. Did I ask him, "Do you need that?"
Nah, I don't need it.
Exactly.
I don't need it. I'm sorry. I rather have my place than to have, you know, some clothes. So those stuff that we're talking about, guys, those stuff can come later. You see what I'm saying? But if you truly want something, if you stay focused, you be realistic, and you just analyze what you're spending each month, because I mean, when you look at it, just like I mentioned, you could just simply be spending every day that you go to work, and you spend $10, you see what I'm saying, for lunch. Then imagine how much money you're spending. That means that if you're making $10 an hour for the week, you just work 1 week for free.
Wow. Did you hear that?
Because the simple fact that if you make $10 an hour, you work 40 hours a week, right? That's $400 before they take your taxes out. When you take your taxes out, you're gonna have about 300 and change, or depending on what's coming out your account, you're gonna have a little bit under 300. So when you're spending $10 a day on lunch or breakfast or everything combined, think about that. You're spending $300. You just work 1 week for free.
That's crazy.
You just spend a whole week of money, and then we're saying that we're trying to buy our dream home and all that stuff.
But
so
are you really trying though? Because when you sit down and you look at your bills, and if you're married or whatever, and you look at your expenses and you see where money is going, you know how much faster you can get to that house. You know how much faster you can get into a program to help you maybe repair your credit. You know, you have to analyze your spending. You have to see what's going in and what's coming out.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on Instagram, on Facebook. So, so the last one is gonna be, make sure that you're not overpaying on your taxes, and this goes for
everybody.
any single thing that you're trying to do is make sure you're not overpaying on your taxes.
We already give Uncle Sam enough money, you guys.
Too much. So much money.
Adjust your withholdings and keep your money in your pocket. Put it in your bank account, in your savings account, or even transfer it into a separate bank account that you don't have access to, I would say, so you're less likely to touch it.
I have a close friend of mine. He always say, listen, you know, people brag about how much money they make, and it don't even matter to them, because it's about how much money they keep. See, you could brag about you make $100,000 a year, but you're only bringing home 50 grand, and that's crazy. You see what I'm saying? But when you have the money and you're doing your best to keep it away from certain things, when you can say, you know what, I'm not paying as much taxes because I learned strategies and things to do to keep my money in my pocket, then that's when you start saying, okay, wealth building is coming. So that could simply mean that, you know, instead of you letting the government withhold too much money in taxes, and you say, oh, I get a big paycheck at the end of the year, let them withdraw less of your money. Pay them less money out of your paycheck, so you get that money up front. So now you can invest it and get a better return on your money.
And stop spending those refund checks on craziness.
Yeah, I see that all the time. When I was in the car business, people was like, yeah, I'm getting my tax money when my tax money comes. I'm getting a new car.
What are you
that
getting?
tax
New
money's
rims,
gone before.
Buying J's for your kids. Listen, Michael Jordan already got his money. What do you have? Ask yourself that. What do you have?
Yeah, guys. So those are our 5 tips for today. So, you know,
like, comment, and share this video, you guys. Yes. We appreciate all your support. So again, like, comment, and share.
If you have any questions, DM us. We're here to help. Till next time, guys. Love y'all. Bye.